Good day, ladies and gentlemen. So today we're gonna bring a fairly quick chicken ball curry from our kitchen to yours. We're gonna start with about 2 tablespoons of oil and add some whole spices, a couple cinnamon sticks, 3 cloves, and 3 cardamoms, and wait for that to fry. And once this has fried out really well, we can start adding in the onions and the chopped chilies. So I'm adding in the finely chopped onions and green chili. So this is one large onion that we're using. Wait for the onion to fry out really well. So while this is frying, there are a couple of steps as part of prep steps that's expected to be done. So we are now we are making the gravy. You have to prep the chicken balls. So we've got about 400 grams of chicken mince that was minced by hand, and then after that we had it in the mixie, and we added onions. So we did not fry the onions. It's just finely chopped onions, and along with the chicken mince in the mixer grinder, we added about maybe 100 grams of mint and coriander leaves together, and ground it to a nice fine mixture. And then we added in about half a teaspoon of salt, about 1 teaspoon of pepper powder, and about 2 teaspoons of besan or gram flour. So wait for these onions to sort of get to a golden brown texture, and we can start adding in the ginger garlic paste from there on. So just keep in mind that it might seem like a bit of a tedious process, but then I mean it's worth this work that you put into to make this particular chicken ball curry. Now we are going to also use coriander and mint ground. So that's gonna go in some time. That's about another maybe 50 grams of coriander and mint leaves with 1 green chili that we ground to a nice puree. So that's also something that we're going to add in. Now you got to be very cognizant of the salt that you're adding in, because we've already added about half a teaspoon of salt in the chicken balls, and we'll also be adding in some salt in here. So we're going to add about another teaspoon of salt in here. Make sure you don't make your gravy very salty. So now while the onions are getting translucent, we can start adding in the ginger garlic paste and get that fried. So a teaspoon of ginger garlic paste. Make sure this fries out really well until the raw smell of the ginger and garlic goes. So now the onions have fried out really well, and they're nice golden brown. We're going to start adding in the powdered spices. We're going to start it with about 1 heaped teaspoon of coriander powder. We're going to come behind that with about 3/4 of a teaspoon of chili powder. Just keep in mind there's a lot of chili, green chili that we're using in, so just make sure you add it very carefully. You got about half a teaspoon of turmeric, and about 3/4 of a teaspoon of garam masala, and about half a teaspoon of cumin seed powder. Make sure you fry this out for about maybe 20 seconds or so. And the next item is to make sure you have about 1/4 of a coconut, a 1/4 of a coconut, half an onion, a medium size or a small onion, and half tomato ground to a nice paste, and we're going to add that into this mixture. And now we're going to fry this up really well. We're going to add about a cup of water, and make sure that this fries out probably for at least maybe 30 seconds or so before we start adding in the chicken balls. So we've added in the coconut, onion and tomato paste. Now we're going to come behind that with our coriander, mint and green chili mixture, and we're going to make sure that this cooks for about perhaps 3 minutes on a nice medium flame. We did not add a lot of water. It was just about a cup of water that we added in this mixture. Just to be patient with it so that the masalas and the mint, coriander and everything sort of cooks out really well. Alright, so this has been cooking for about 5 minutes now, so the rawness will surely go away. We added about half a cup of water, and now we're going to add in the balls. And we're going to cook this on a medium flame. So we got about 15. Depends if you want to make smaller. I wouldn't recommend you to make them bigger, but I would recommend that you make them smaller, or the size that we made them. So yeah, I think so this is going to be covered now. Make sure you don't disturb the balls too much. They might break, and we're going to cover this and cook it on a medium flame for about 5 to 7 minutes. And we'll check on this in about 5 or 7 minutes. Alright, so there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The ball curry is now done and ready. So it took about 10 minutes to ensure that it's cooked really well. And then we added about another half cup of water and had this cooked. We're going to switch the flame off now and set it to rest for perhaps 5 or 10 minutes before you can start eating this. So this is a rather simple version of the ball curry, I would like to say, but then it's definitely a rich version because we did not add just the coconut milk. We added the actual coconut, ground coconut itself. So please do try this at your place and let us know how did it turn out. We're anxious to know. So until the next time, cheers, God bless, and have a lovely day.